say me for instance, right? Say somebody take me, like deep fake technology, right? Somebody take my face. Y'all have seen Mission Impossible. Anybody seen Mission Impossible? Where they take the face scan of somebody and they scan it and they make that little, I forget what the material is called. They make that face of the other person and then they throw that face on pretending to be them. Is that not a fake person?
Hold up. This dude compared a custom shoot and he compared deep fake technology to this. What is up, everybody? This your man Dre Mac, about to get into another reaction video. This time it's coming from MK The Truth. This fake versus real conversation. He actually said that customs were fake shoes. Let's fuss about it. We about to get into it. But the question is, are you ready? We're about to get into this reaction video. Truth be told, I actually seen the video before. B and MK The Truth. We kind of went back and forth in the comment section about some of the comments that he made in this particular video, but I want to react for you because I want to give you my personal opinion on what he says. So let's kind of get into it.
Family, but I know this topic is probably going to, grind some gears, but we want to talk about it, man. Like
I mean, so I do this a lot. That's a disclaimer, because on his video it's literally said let's fuss about it. Kind of sounds like Snagglepuss, but whatever.
What's the idea? What's the idea?
I'm just letting you know he's saying it's a disclaimer in this video from the jump. Let's keep it cracking.
So I gotta bring this segment back to us talking. I like talking. I love everybody's opinion. Please, people, everybody has an opinion. Today what I wanted to talk about is custom sneakers. Ooh, I can see some of y'all turning red out there now. But first things first, to the customizers, this is not a shot at you or anybody who does custom sneakers. This is just, I guess I should say, me giving you guys some insight on how I think.
It doesn't matter what you think!
Me, I like to look at myself as somebody who has a different perspective on things. Everybody has their own perspective on things, and my perspective on custom sneakers is that they're fake.
That's all I needed. That's all I needed for him to do that, and it became personal with me.
Please.
Okay, so let's just dive right into it. First of all, if someone says I'm not trying to offend you, then turns around and offends you because they're telling you what you're doing is fake. They're literally, you're telling me that a person who takes an authentic shoe, repaints them to whatever colorway that they want, to an authentic colorway, or even their own thing, you're trying to say that that's fake? That's fake. How? Let's see if he goes into context, or let's see if he used the word fake in a actual sentence that actually makes sense.
Please, don't hit me. But in all honesty, I just think custom sneakers are fake and pointless. Now I know some people want to say the things that I do, like UA sneakers are pointless, but like I said earlier, everybody has a perspective, so let me let you in.
And let me just say this. I'm not hating the man's perspective because everybody has an opinion. Everybody has an opinion. They're like assholes. Everyone has one. The thing is, when you start to use certain words, and this is what I'm talking about because he attacked me on my comprehension, said my comprehension is trash. What I'm letting someone know is that when you say certain words like pointless, when you start saying the words like fake, which means fraudulent, you know what I mean, not real, And then you bring up UAs, which the common person who doesn't know anything about sneakers doesn't know what a UA is. A UA is an unauthorized authentic. So a lot of people in the sneaker community will say if you're buying UAs, you're buying reps, you're buying LBJs, which are replica shoes, that you're buying fakes. So you can't diss one and then turn around and uplift yours so you can get your point across. But let's continue.
And on my perspective, or my logic, lack of better words, on this whole thing of custom sneakers. So custom sneakers, I posted a post on Instagram, and I said the guy took the Heritage, the Jordan 1, and he turned them into a bread. Dope. Nothing wrong with that if you like that. That's what you like, you like it. But to me, taking and doing something like that, trying to get with my logic people, how is that not fake? Like, that is like you imposter. It's an imposter. It's an imposter Jordan 1. It's not a real bread.
Okay, so technically he is right. It is not an authentic bread because you're taking the Heritage and you're recoloring it. Just like in the videos, in the edit, you will see that I took a yin yang Jordan 1 and turned it into a bread. This is the difference between saying that it's an imposter or whatever. If I was to sell it as an authentic, as a actual bread, then I would be fraudulent. But most customizers, number one, do it for individual customers. Number two, if you see someone actually put them up on eBay, Mercari, or any other site, there's 9 times out of 10 a disclaimer. This is a custom that I made. Whether the custom was amazing or the custom was not that great, there's always a caveat. Yes, these are being repainted. Yes, these have been customized. There's always a caveat. It's only fake and fraudulent when there's no caveat and you're putting it off as an authentic. This is why people have a problem with the rep community, because some people buy these shoes and then pawn them off as authentic, knowing good and well that you got a rep from China. And then there's nothing wrong with that because some of the reps are dope. You know what I mean? But if I was to sell them as authentic and then got busted, I am now selling a fake shoe. That's the only way in context that you would use that word. Let's keep it pushing.
But I think I get the whole thrill of a custom and making something, turning something like that and then turning it into a bread. I guess I get that point, but people actually wear this stuff. But my whole point lies, and if you guys are new to the channel, what I do is I review UA sneakers, man, because sneakers, fake sneakers, as the sissies call it.
I'm gonna tell you, when you say stuff like this, when you say stuff like that, first of all, shame, insults, guilt, and the need to be right, sign language.
You can't make this shit up. Y'all heard it.
And they're not rocking. If they don't rock with a UA, that's cool. But to call them a name, to insult them because they don't rock with what you rock, tells me exactly about your mentality. So now your whole entire argument to me is going to be flawed. The reason why it's going to be flawed because you're being disingenuous in the actual argument. If this is an argument between real versus fake, there's no reason to be able to say certain things about people because they don't agree with what you agree with. You know, I said that your opinion is baseless in facts, and he attacked me too. So anyway, I just wanted to point that out.
Just to give you a better way of getting your favorite shoe. And some of these shoes that I get, these UA sneakers, be like 99% or 100% the same. But there is no shoe that's 100% the same to each other, even in retail. But basically, my point is taking a shoe like that and then painting all over it and then turning it into a bread. That's 100% fake.
What?
Say me, for instance, right? Say somebody take me. Like deep fake technology, right? Somebody take my face. Y'all have seen Mission Impossible. Anybody seen Mission Impossible? Where they take the face scan of somebody and they scan it and they make that little I forget what the material is called. They make that face of the other person and then they throw that face on pretending to be them. Is that not a fake person?
Hold up. This dude compared a custom shoe. Think about what he's saying, people. You take a shoe that's authentic that you went and bought from Foot Locker or Champs or whatever, right? You repaint it into whatever creative thought that comes out of your brain, right? And he considers that fake. And he compared deep fake technology to this. I gave him a comprehensive comparison. This is my comparison. I work for Ford Motor Company. I work in a plant. We make trucks and vans, right? So if you can buy a truck or you can buy a van. You can buy it straight out the factory and send it straight to a custom shop, right? To get done however you want to do it. We do this all the time. Is the van now fake? Is this not now the same? This is not a real van. Oh, it's not the same color, but it's still the van. Just like that shoe, that Jordan 1 is still a Jordan 1. This is just a custom Jordan 1. We customize motorcycles. We customize cars. The car is still the same. You just put an added twist to it. If you buy a car from the car lot and you tint the windows, that's not something that came from the factory. Is it now something that it's not? Now it's not. Now it's a fake car because it has tinted windows. It has a custom to it. You put music to it. You put lights on it. You put rims on it. Is it now something fake? It doesn't make sense. The argument does not make sense in a logical type of way. Let's keep going.
You follow me?
No, we're not.
Is that not a fake person?
That doesn't make sense.
How I look at customs.
That doesn't make sense.
Painting and making it look like something else. It's an imposter. It's not the real.
Actually, it's art. We do this all the time. It's art. If I'm selling it again, if I'm selling the shoe as an authentic, then that's a problem. But if I'm customizing a shoe and there's dope customer, Vic Almighty is one of the people that I followed heavy when I started to do restorations and customizations. When he did Marshawn Lynch's cleats, the Killmonger cleats, is that now a fake cleat? That's a fake. I guess that's fake, right? That's a fake shoe. It's the logic behind it. I understand your thinking because I can understand where you're coming from. The logic behind it is baseless in facts because this is your channel. This is opinion, but there's no facts to support your argument. And using deepfake technology and whatever another analogy that you use does not make sense. It just doesn't. But let's keep going.
Now, doing that, I know some people say, well, it's the authentic product, so it's an authentic shoe. It's that whole argument with them taking, like, even when they strip down shoes, like I think Shoe Surgeon does this, strip down shoes and then make it back up. Just because it's an authentic sole does not mean anything. If you strip a shoe down from its original makeup and materials, because I believe the tags on the inside have coding as to what that shoe was, right? I don't know if they keep that in customs. But even if you strip it down and make it back up, it's just still fake. The shoe doesn't exist.
This is what I'm talking about. That whole argument makes no sense. You literally just a little bit ago talked about how UAs are 99%, almost close or one, because you have 1-in-1s, you have LBJs, you have UAs, and technically a lot of circles don't believe in those names because they still calling them reps, especially if you're not getting them from retail, Gold, StockX, whatever. A lot of these sneakerheads will cream you. They will pay you more respect if you have a custom than an actual rep. So if I took a Jordan 1 from 1985 and the Jordan shoe was beat up and I repaint it, sole swap it, because 9 times out of 10 you get a shoe that, oh, the sole's probably not going to be that good or whatever. I restitch it, put it back together. Because Vic Almighty, if you go to Rejuvenator.com, Vic Almighty actually did that. He took a shoe and literally created from scratch. That's still a shoe. It's still the authentic pieces from the actual factory, from the actual people from Nike, the Nike factory that did that shoe. So your argument makes no sense, especially when you compare it to a rep who is getting getting the same materials and doing the same thing. What is the difference? So if that's fake, then your shoes is fake in your logic.
It's not its original, authentic form. So my whole thing is, how do people really accept customs? I'm not trying to get people to accept what I do. I don't care what people do, but I like to bring people my perspective.
Your perspective sucks. Your perspective on the outlook of things. For one, why do you care? What do you care what people put on their foot? Why do you care what people, do with their shoe? If I want to paint my shoe, damn it, I can paint my shoe. So what does it matter? What does that have to do with you? My question is, how did you get to this point? And I guarantee you that it will be revealed, because people that talk reveal themselves. Let's keep going.
On my logic, and I like to talk about it amongst you. So when you strip down something like that and you build it back up, what is that? That shoe doesn't exist. There's no real UPC code. What is the UPC product code for that shoe? It's a fake.
He's a lie. Most of the times when you do it, when you literally are rebuilding actual shoes, you can do it with Jordan 11s. A lot of times when you have soles that's actually been, peeled off and stuff like that, and you try to do a full restoration, the UPC code is going to be in the inside. That UPC code is still there. Whether it's, from the 90s, from the 2000s, from the 2010s, it's still going to be inside of there. So when you're doing a restoration, all you're doing is restoring it to as much as glory as it possibly can. I did this with a 2004, I believe it's the 2004 Jordan Candy Canes. You know what I mean? And all it really needed was a repaint. You know what I mean? It needed a repaint on the midsole. It needed a repaint, you know what I'm saying, all over the actual leather of the shoe, just a rewhite. You know what I'm saying? Just to get the brightness back. It's still the same. I don't even want to cuss. My kid's asleep. I don't even want to cuss because this makes no sense.
Authentic soul or not, it's a fake. Now, speaking on the authentic soul thing, I have yet to see anybody dissect a UA sneaker sole and a real sneaker sole and give the chemical makeup of both of these materials.
So remember when I said people will reveal themselves? If you are boosting up a UA and you're tearing down someone who's taking an authentic, either we're doing a custom to it or we're doing a restoration. What does that tell you about the person? Just think about it for a second. You're telling me what I'm doing is wrong, but what you're doing, you're trying to justify. Just tell me you can't afford the shoe without telling me you can't afford the shoe, homie.
Why hasn't anybody done this yet? Or has somebody done that, put me in the right direction? I don't think people have done this because I don't think they are ready for what they will see in this stuff. Me, I analyze a lot of stuff. Sneakers
do you now?
Throughout my life.
Do you?
A lot of stuff that I get, it ain't no different. A stitch here and there. Most of the stuff is purposely flawed. But
as someone who, now, I've never bought a UA, but as someone who has, been a part of this sneaker community since I really got into it 2017, 2018, and have seen UAs, have seen reps from DHgate, from other sources and stuff. sometimes you get a bad batch and the toe box is fried. The scaling on it is not right because it's coming from China. The shoe may be bigger or smaller. You know what I mean? Because just it's a difference between their foot and American foot. There's always going to be subtle differences. There's differences in a retail shoe. I pointed this out on my TikTok, on one of my TikTok videos. It's still a shoe. Just wear your shoe. It doesn't matter. But to justify your thought and to break down or trying to tear down someone else's thought is, number one, disingenuous. Number two, flawed in thinking. And number three, you're not coming with a real complete open mind, but you want us to be open-minded on your thing. Nah, it's not gonna happen though, bruh.
I gotta say, man, painting over an original color or shoe, that's not authentic. Now, somebody said something in my comments that I swear some of y'all missed the point so much. You just read and you get triggered, and I found out later that this person was a customizer. So he says, if I take my Mercedes and then I customize it, is it fake? Oh my God, Jesus.
Because basically, this is what you said. Now, listen to his logic. First of all, what do you sign for? Second of all, he's right. If I have a Mercedes Benz and I customize it could be the tires. Customization could be the body. Customization could be the motor. Anything could be customized, right? Is it not still a Mercedes Benz? Like, let's keep it real.
Swear, like I said in the comments, some of y'all try to move the goalposts. You cannot.
How is that? That's a comprehensive. That's a comprehensive comparison. That's not moving the goalposts.
Abundant material, easy to get material product is easy to make. Why do y'all always jump to something like Mercedes? You can't even compare the two.
Well, actually you can, because what you're doing is you're taking something that's comprehensible that everybody can think of. If I take a car and I repaint it, is it not still a Mercedes? So if I bought a black Mercedes and I was like, I don't like this color, I want to paint it like neon green. So now I have a neon green Mercedes. Is it not still a Mercedes? Come on, man. It's the logical thinking, comprehensive logical thinking. And your comparisons do not make sense because you said deepfake technology, and now someone brings you a comprehensive comparison, shoes, cars, same, you can be able to customize each one, and that's somehow a problem. Dude.
Now, I will bring up something about Mercedes. So you said that point about if you take and customize a Mercedes, is it fake? Well, in fact, Mercedes does have like a UA thing with it. Sounds crazy, doesn't it? Let me explain. So there are some Mercedes made in Germany. There are some Mercedes made, I think, in the U.S. somewhere.
How you know? You just said you knew.
Which one is better?
It's the same car, bro.
Get it?
It's the same.
But anyway,
you see what I'm saying? I literally helped build Fords in America, right? There are Fords that are built elsewhere. Do you know you still have to put the same parts on that vehicle? There's no difference. Just because it's manufactured in America compared to other places, the UK or whatever, Turkey, I still got to put the same parts on it. So, what is the difference?
Like I said, my point, let me speak to that, jump back on that right quick. Basically what I hear is, and of course my Mercedes was made in the USA, I believe it wasn't made in Germany. So if you're in the market for Mercedes, the one you want is the one that's made in Germany. You don't believe me?
He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Anyway, like I said, I just wanted to bring this up because that's just my logic on it. That's the reason why I do what I do. There are some things that are in fact trash on the replica or the UA market. There are. But there's a lot of stuff that I get, a lot, and I mean a lot, that is no different than what you get on retail. It's just not. I'm sorry. And I accept this more because them people know how to make this shit. They've been making it for years. Why wouldn't I accept or take or go that route rather than having a customizer? Now I know there are experienced customizers out there. But why not just get it from them for a fraction of the price? Because some of these customizers, y'all be charging or y'all be busting heads.
Okay, there's your answer right there. This is why he has a problem with the customizers. Because we be busting heads. You know why? Because first of all, a lot of these dudes and a lot of these ladies hand paint their shoes. It's either airbrush or hand paint, and it takes so much time. There's so much trial and error when it comes to customizing the actual shoe. There's shoes that I've done that's taken me literally a week to finish. One shoe, because there's trial and error, and there's things you have to do, and if the paint runs and it runs to the white, and you got to clean it, and you got to repaint it, and you got to start from scratch, and it's a lot that goes into it. So you're paying for not only the shoe, but that person's time and effort to make sure that this thing is right and it looks nice, that you can actually turn around and wear that shoe. There's some custom shoes you cannot put on your foot because the paint will crack, because of the type of material that you're painting over. And there's way, and a lot of people, this is really one of the reasons why I stopped doing customizers, because there's certain material that Nike uses, you know, certain leathers, especially newer leathers, that don't they're not cohesive with the Angelus paint, or you know what I'm saying, a lot of the other paint. So you know, you walking around with a shoe that's going to crack and stuff like that. It's just nice. I painted it, I did my thing, and just put it up, and you know what I'm saying, have something to look at. But that's still my work. There's no difference than you're paying $170 for a rep. You know what I mean? You're still paying for that person's time and effort. They put their price on theirs. The customer put his price on his. And for his time and effort, you're gonna pay for it. It is what it is. But if you're mad that you don't want to pay for it because now you have deemed it fake and fraudulent and all that, that's what fake means. So why I said you used it in my argument in the comment section, I said you used it out of context, because fake means fraudulent. You know, and if I'm telling you that I customize it, how is it now fraudulent? This is a custom pair of a cutaway of this particular shoe. No, it's not technically authentic, but it's not fake either, especially if I bought it at retail.
Or some paint over a shoe, or a strip down in the make back up.
It's a restoration, dude. Say it's paint. Dude, paint is expensive. Airbrushes is expensive. Paintbrushes is expensive. Acetol is expensive. A matte finisher, gloss finisher, all of this stuff. Dude, the time, the patience, the effort that people go in. Dude, shout out to all my customizers, dog. Whether you are entry level or you master level, shout out to all of y'all, dog, because they don't know, they don't really understand how hard it is to get a shoe and try to create something from scratch. They don't understand how hard it is to do a restoration. If you have to re-glue the sole and you gotta pay for Bars Infinity cement and how expensive that is. You know what I mean? To go get some Salon Care 40 and to make your icy, the ice back on your shoes, to have your shoes icy again. You know what I'm saying? To pay for an indoor setup, to create your own stuff that's innovative, dog. I would refuse to let someone like this trash. I don't care how many followers he got, how many views he got, my little struggle streaming self. I can't let somebody diss the people who is actually making it happen in that community, dog. So shout out to my customizer. Let's wrap this up.
Not trying to come over anybody's business.
You did.
Listen to this video.
What you did.
I am not. That is not what I do. like to bring up these topics. I like to talk about this stuff. I have nothing against customizers. I like custom shoes.
No, you just call them fake.
Call
How can you like something that you just call fake and fraudulent? It's disrespectful for the dude who, maybe that's what he rocks. It's, who cares? That's that man's money.
this shit what it is. Bank.
You see what I mean? You see what I mean? Dog, you...
Not sorry. Anyway, I think that's pretty much all I got.
Yeah, and let's wrap this up, dog, because, again, just because you say something over and over does not make it real. Does not make it what you're saying facts. Just because you say it's fake, it's fake, it's fake. You did not give any context or any factual information for your thought or theory on why the shoe is fake. Just because we repaint it makes it fake. Even though you bought an authentic shoe, you restored an authentic shoe, and now it's fake, but a UA is real. And again, I already know what they got cracking in China, and so some of them people, you know what I mean, dope. And personally, I don't want to spend $1,500 on a Jordan 1. You know what I'm saying? The Chicago Jordan 1. So yeah, rep option would be, would be the best, because I'm not spending $1,500 on a size 10. So if you got it for $175, well, all means, but I know what I got. Then I'm not going to sit up here and try to be like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's an authentic. I'm trying to sell it off as authentic, man. It's a plug over in China, man. They over there killing it. You know what I mean? So again, this is just my review. Like and share and subscribe to the channel. Go in the comment section. If I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong. If I'm right, tell me I'm right. You know what I'm saying? Give this video a thumbs up. You know what it is. It's your man Dre Mac. I'm out. Peace and vibe higher.